Hey guys, Icy here with a build video. This is going to be an update to my Magicka Warden healer down in the sewers, Volga Volarus, and it looks like I'm not muted this time, so let's get into it. Okay, so the current build is 2-piece Earth Gore, 5-piece Shackle Breaker, and 5-piece Transmutation. The new build is now adding Ring of the Wild Hunt to that build. What's the setup? So obviously I just took out one of the rings here. I kept the stamina enchantment because I still need it, of course. So we're losing 100 because we're going to use the swift trait now instead. So we just get more movement speed since we're just kind of like doubling down. Not actually, but we're just adding more speed to it. Instead of using the infused. My recovery is still good. It still keeps me over 1,000, and we're running bull netch, so we're a little bit more over 1,000, so that's cool. This used to be a shackle breaker. Now it's going to be a transmutation because transmutation is a light armor set, and we want a light armor set to be in the lowest value armor that you're wearing, which is the waist piece. And then for the helmet, it can be either the helmet or the shoulders. Doesn't really matter since they're both heavy. I just replaced the helmet with shackle breaker so that we still maintain that 5-piece. The 1-piece Earth Gore, we still want the healing done because even though we're changing to a mythic, we still want our heals to be the same. Okay, we're not losing any of our max stats except for some recovery, but that's okay. So we want our heals to remain effective. Now, for the why I'm changing the Ring of Wild Hunt, I've been working on a Necro Healer the last several weeks, if not the last 2 months, and she's using Ring of Wild Hunt, and it's always been on the back of my mind to, hey, I gotta get this on Volga one of these days. So I managed to do that over the last couple weeks, and I'm surprised it took me this long because I've been having such a blast using it on Volga, and 2 scenarios come into mind where it was a 2-on-2 in the districts and my DPS died, and so now the 2 DC players are on me, and normally with Earth Gore and no Ring of the Wild Hunt, I'm I'm slower, so I can only line of sight and outmaneuver them as best I can. But now that I had the ring on me, I didn't realize I was a relative to Usain Bolt, and I was running so fast it got to a point where I could stop, turn around, and give these guys about 2-3 seconds to before they would come back into screen, and then I'd go back off running again until my DPS guy got back. So I didn't realize I was that fast, but it felt awesome. Okay, that I could outrun people who were crit charging me the whole time. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then the second scenario was using Radiant Mage Light. So normally without the ring, I would use Race Against Time, Mage Light, Race Against Time, Mage Light, and this is a 4,000 Magicka cost on top of a 3,000 Magicka cost. So I'm burning 7k Magicka every couple seconds just to keep up with these Nightblades that I'm trying to catch with this. Okay, but now that I switched over to Ring of the Wild Hunt, this is it's so much easier to keep up with people who are trying to escape you with invisibility. Okay, because now I can just sprint and I don't have to spam Race Against Time. And since my Netch is still giving me stamina while I'm sprinting, it makes keeping this up a lot easier. Okay, doesn't my Magicka sustain when we're trying to find invisibility opponents isn't an issue anymore. So that was a unforeseen consequence of adding Ring of the Wild Hunt, and I'm super grateful for it. So, will I ever go back to a 2-piece monster set? Yes, but only under one circumstance, which is Mid-Year Mayhem. It's a Zerg on Zerg fight, And we have another healer in the group, and not just any healer, like a Volga healer, okay, where we're running the pretty much the exact same build, with the exception of, say, I'm running Transmutation and they're running Gossamer, okay, and I'm running Earthcore and they're running Troll King, or vice versa, okay, because we want to maximize the, like, to me, why I pick Ring of Hunt over this, we're doing guerrilla warfare down in the sewers, and usually it's just like 2 or 3 of us. Okay, yeah, the burst heal and the cleanse is nice, but now that Ring of the Wild Hunt is like a secret OP for me as a support player, I would much rather have during like a Zerg on Zerg fight, the 6 or 7 of us, okay, benefiting from this Monster Helm proc, or whether it's Troll King or some other Monster Helm that we're using. Okay, I think it would be more effective in that case. But in the meantime, since to be honest, it's guerrilla warfare down here. Okay, and Ring of the Wild Hunt is way more effective. But with a Zerg on Zerg fight with a second healer in our group, yeah, I'd be more apt to be using Monster Helms, because we don't really need the speed in a Zerg on Zerg fight. We're literally Zerg on Zerg, and you're all fighting together. You don't really need speed too much. And then even then, it's not like the speed that I'm using from Ring of the Hunt is gone when I switch from monster set, because I still have Major Expedition, so I'm still pretty quick, but I'm just not naturally quick. So yeah, so that's my story, I guess. Ring of the Hunt is going to be the new default for this build now, the 2.0. Maybe there'll be a 3.0, who knows in the future, but for right now, Ring of the Wild Hunt is king. And as we like to say down the sewers, or just in PvP in general, speed is king. And for a support player, it's awesome. So, alright, that's the end of it. Just going to keep it short and sweet, just 7-8 minutes here. And I'm going to try to be doing weekly videos, support videos, for some support builds and stuff like that. And just so stay tuned for it. And I'm just going to get the hell out of here. Catch you guys later.